Welcome to my stables. I am the DMobo, and welcome back to Echoes of the Past. Last episode was a big lore drop for everybody. Kyrish was in the inn and had a small talk with Mara and Bob. He met up with... He did not meet up, he followed Rhea and a near-dying Emora into the church. As he is in the back scenes observing everything, Pete finally woke up. We finally had a full party. Session, what was that, 11? Yes, session 11, we finally have a full party. Yeehaw. And Emora breaks out of her recovery cell and follows the party and is like, hey, you have questions, I got answers, and now it pertains to that book I gave you. And it got really depressing, so everybody went back to the inn. So, Sage is quiet. Korric is atop Solus, oddly quiet. Emora is walking beside Rhea, kind of just letting everything settle in. What does everybody do when you hit the inn?
You're no longer like soulmates. You are one completely. Through problems with magic.
Why was anyone soulmates with a damn horse?
I sneezed and magic happened. But we have lots to do.
We do, but we should probably get some rest first. I don't think any of us are up for it. Mentally, if not physically.
I definitely need to go wash some of this dragon slime off me and the blood. And I will be going to my room to take a bath. With that,
I mention Kyrish just looks at Goombert with disdain, just actually finally noticing all the gore and guts.
All the shit in my beard and blood, and I need a bath. I need to go wash. So I'm gonna go wash up.
Yes.
Scrub down my armor and spend the next couple hours in rest, or however long it takes to get us to rest. I'm gonna bathe and sleep and eat, I guess.
As you approach the inn, there are a couple people in armor. This is really the first time you've seen battle-ready frogs. And they're not at attention, they're not posed to fight, they're just calmly lounging around. You approach and they look up, and the one that has the most silver, there's like steel silver and then there's dull silver, and the pure silver armored frog kind of points to Emora and just does like the come here with the finger. Emora shrugs and she stops, and then she is being led away from the inn.
I'm gonna follow Emora. What the hell are you doing with our friend here, bud?
Oh, these are Heronius's protectors. They're the good missionary group that's here. They were assigned to protect me while I was sleeping. And, well, yeah.
Well, we know how that worked out.
Well, I mean, I did leave him a note telling him where I was gonna be.
Held prisoner, chained, shackled to a dragon?
She kind of raises a, don't you think that's a bit too soon, eyebrow?
Sorry, Emora. I just need some rest. I'm off a little today. With all that's gone on. Watching, seeing, learning. It's all too much. My apologies if I offended. I'm going to bed now. And with that, I turn and walk to the inn.
She chuckles and shakes her head. As she does, Bert, you had already turned away at this point. Rhea and Kyrish, roll me some spot checks.
Oh, I missed the spots.
Oh, buddy, we are starting the day out fan-fucking-tastically. I will take a 22 on that.
Holy
Very nice.
I had nat one that one.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Good!
Oh my god. The roles have
That mean he's doing a
reversed.
15 or what?
I nat one for a total of 10.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
like I said, we get a 20, fucker. I rolled that one. I still got a 20.
Rhea, you're too emotionally bleh. There is so much going on in your head that all you can focus on is Emora's small smile as she waves, and you see her slowly turn. Kyrish, you notice that some of her feathers have kind of molted off, which is pretty normal. And you notice that through the bandages, you thought it was just a trick of the light, but you focus and you realize that the once beige bandages are now slowly starting to turn red.
And she's walking away with these guard?
Yes.
He's gonna call after them. Be sure to, be careful with her. He's going to point to the bandages.
The group looks at each other, looks at Kyrish, look at Emora's front. But I'm fine. And she kind of puts a hand to where the bandage is on the front and puts it away and kind of like does it a couple times. Kyrish, I think you need to... And as she does, her eyes will roll in the back of her head and she sinks to the ground.
If Rhea saw the bandages after Carriage pointed it out and sees that, Rhea will rush over to kind of scoop/catch her fall.
Is Rhea going to be able to make that?
Let's see. About 5 feet, so I think so, yeah.
Okay.
As she starts to sink, the guards kind of don't know what to do. They kind of just stand there in shock, as she was just fine and standing 2 seconds ago. Rhea, you managed to catch her before her knees hit the pavement. And
Does anybody call out, or do I hear any of this commotion before I reach too far away?
you would have been able to hear Kyrish. You would have been able to hear the conversation.
Okay, well then I'll turn around and come back to them. See if I can offer some healing services at all.
Murray, you're not fully healed yet.
No, I'm not, but...
No, I said it. Well, yes, you as well.
Oh,
Apparently, Goombert's name is now Emora.
I didn't hear him say Emora. My bad. I thought he was talking to me. If I can offer to help heal her, my spells are... Yeah.
She is a ragdoll in your arms. The wings are kind of relaxed. They're not perked as they usually are. And Bert, as you approach, do you attempt to do some healing magic?
First I will assess her situation and check her bandages and see, I mean, if it's like physical stitches that they did and that have come loose, or if it just, if I can even tell if it's gonna help.
Roll me a heal check.
I rolled a 24.
You may think that this is maybe she exerted herself too much, but you can only be able to tell if you undo the bandages. As you do, roll me. Are you going to check where the blood is first, or are you checking both wounds?
I'm checking all wounds. If I have to unbandage her and rebandage her, I'll go get bandages or I'll pull them out of my bag, whatever I gotta do, but yeah.
Okay. So you undo the bandages, so I would say you're at the back first. You would be able to notice this. The wound has opened up again, and it's not as bad as the initial wound, but you notice that it's off, that something is not right. Infection wouldn't be the correct term. And roll me a spot when you go to check the front.
It's disgustified.
It is not disgustified.
It's a 9.
You just notice that the wound is a little pink. Nothing out of the ordinary. Maybe it's just still doing a little healing. Healing magics can vary depending on the cleric and whatnot, so you don't think anything is normal. And at this point, the guards will kind of finally get a hold of their senses and shake their heads and will... They're still talking in the croaks and the ribbits, so you don't understand. But they seem to be hurrying away from the inn. Kind of looking back towards Rhea like, are you gonna follow?
We need to get her to a healer. Another healer, the church. I can rewrap these wounds, but it's gonna take somebody, I think, more skilled than I. And she needs rest.
More skilled than the healers here?
I don't see that there's anything that we can do except for to keep her wounds cleaned and flushed and wrapped, and then let time heal her. That's why I want to go to the church, or to a church, or to the healers to make sure that I'm not wrong in my
Probably best,
thoughts.
just in case.
Kyrish is going to snap to the guards. Well, get a move on. Carefully. Get a stretcher, something.
It's fine. Rhea will gently pick her up and they'll head over to church.
Oh, you stubborn ass.
Rhea, as you pick her up, she is cold again. Cold like a blade. Kyrish, you can notice that, and Bert would be able to notice that she was always pale to begin with. You notice she was kind of snowy gray when she was brought into the church, but now she's almost ashen gray at this point.
Before we take off too far, let me look at her eyes real quick, Rhea.
Okay.
I'm gonna open her eyes and look at her, the color in her eyes.
The pupil is largely dilated, but it's not. It is not as you fear. She is not being possessed, but her brilliant sapphire blue eyes are slowly dulling to a murky blue.
Can I take the time to cast a spell? I mean, it's a pretty basic spell, but I just want to cast protection for evil on her.
Rhea, do you allow this to happen, or are you going to kind of put him off?
How long is it going to take?
It should be just instantaneous, I believe.
It might be worth a shot.
As you go to touch Emora, the seeping wound, there is a streak of black that zaps your hand before retreating back to the wound.
The hell's that?
Yeah, now we really definitely need to get her to church. Let's go.
Yeah, that wasn't right.
No,
That's a new event.
something going on that I don't even. I have my suspicions, but I can't say for sure what's causing this, and I don't think she's gonna get any better until we figure it out.
Yep. Make your way over.
Off to the church for us.
Kyrish, do you follow everybody?
Yeah, it's either that or I awkwardly stand in the road.
As you're following, there are many frog clerics running around in the street. There's some running in front of the church. And when they see you, they all kind of conglomerate around you. Apparently they have been looking for Emora, not realizing where she went. They see her in her condition, and they pull open the doors for you, and they all try to go into the door after you at the same time, but the older clerics kind of sharply croak at the younger ones, and the guards will keep them at bay, only allowing the party to enter. And once everyone has, they will shut the door behind them. Some of them have gone inside, but others have politely stayed outside. Some of the older clerics are pulling drapes and tapestries over the windows, because some frogs are looking in the windows because nothing really happens in this little town. The head cleric will come up and take a look at her. How in the hell did she even get out?
It said she had left a message for you all to know where to find her.
This woman is bullheaded. Just roll with it. She finds a way to do anything and everything. Especially getting herself in trouble. Now take care of her, please.
There is a soft bed in the middle of the floor with various tables around it, and the head priest will step out of Rhea's way to let her lay Emora down.
He'll gently do so.
He will inspect her, and he has a look of confusion on his face, and He will go to run his hand over her front, and he pulls his hand back as a streak of black tries to strike him.
So you see it too.
Yeah. And he will wave his hand over Emora's body. Kyrish and Bert, you are very familiar with this spell. This is identify magic between yourselves, Sage, and Korric, amongst being around all the other mages. This is a very common spell, and the head priest shakes a little bit. Whatever happened, someone enchanted the weapon with protection from good.
What?
Is that even possible? Is that a thing? He's looking around to the whole party.
I'm
I mean, if
afraid
there's such,
must
if there's
be.
such, if there's such thing as protection from evil, it only makes sense that there'd be the opposite.
Indeed.
The implications of that, though, it's just... What? Am I the only one that sees the hilarity in that? I mean, not so much with her, but... What?
There must be a balance to everything. Where there is light, there is shadow. Chaos to law. Light from dark. And of course, good from evil.
Cracker and spam.
Suppose that's right. Just... Alright, so what do we do?
Well,
How about we go get the shit that we need to out of the swamp, so that we can get our armor and weapons, and we go kick some motherfucker's ass, because this pissed me off.
the head priest will look down and he will look at Keith. Keith looks a little uncomfortable as he kind of shifts his weight from foot to foot. We know of your repertoire. We might need to use that.
I don't know any such spells.
Yes, but isn't Chill Touch from the School of Necromancy?
Just because it is, doesn't mean that it's a dark art. You should know this.
The head priest will kind of raise what would be an eyebrow, but since the frogs don't have hair, but you can tell the implication. And he will just step away from Emora and get about 5 inches from Keith's face. Paler, forgive me, but if you don't cooperate, I'll just have to tell the king where you ran off to, and then you'll be tried for desertion. Do you want that? Roll me some spot checks.
Oh, and the luck fades. Nine.
I see where this is going. 12.
Aha!
Oh my
I rolled a 3.
Jesus.
Well, shit, I got a damn. I don't even know. Can't see.
I rolled
Okay.
several of your lucks for one good roll. Absorbed. I said absorbed. Shut up.
Okay. I rolled a 15.
All you can tell is Keith slowly puts his arms behind his back. And he looks down on the frog.
No, I don't want that, but do you really think that you could threaten me? Don't underestimate me. And I have no god to worry about. Too upset for threats.
What are you saying?
At this, there is a commotion as there is loud coughing. This isn't the, oh, there's something in my throat, but this is that cough where I'm trying to bring something up and it's gonna be really gross. And after a few seconds of this, does anybody turn around?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to know who's choking on what.
Kyrish, are you going to observe?
Sure.
You all see Emora sitting up, kinda on the side of the bed. She's hunched over. And at the last cough, you hear a sickening splat as it's a mixture of black and red just sploosh on the stone floor. The priest will grab Keith by one of the straps on his shirt and will pull him over and will give him a threatening look. And Keith will kind of hold his hand up, and his familiar beige magic will encompass it, and that beige fades to a bluish black color. And he slowly, almost as if regretfully, puts his hand on Emora's shoulder, and she will look up at him and she will slump forward, but she is safe as there is Keith and the head priest, and they lay her down on the bed. And at this point, the two... You hear Keith speaking in some weird tongue. And the head priest kind of looks at him oddly and then speaks in crooks and ribbits. Keith just shakes his head and they begin speaking in a harsh tongue. You recognize the speech patterns and the vocalizations as what would be draconic, but however, the two people that can speak it are... One is incapacitated and one is just too shocked to do anything about it. Do you wish to stay? Or do you wish to do something else?
If Emora's in good hands, which it seems like she is, I would like to continue on down to the to the inn.
Alright. The guards will part their way for Bert and look. And look at the rest of the party to see if they are following.
Yes, words in direction follow, yes.
Y'all follow me to the damn inn or what?
Rhea's just currently looking at the mixture that's been coughed up and just. You
Gonna take that
may
home?
want to get. You may want to get that tested. It seems to may give a clue as to
Think
what's
analyzed?
infecting her body.
Keith will look at you and nod. He will stoop down and kind of put a fingertip in it, kind of rub it on his fingers and sniff it. And his face is filled with disgust.
It's just simply death. This is some type of poison.
Poison?
The head cleric will kind of give him a weird look. He'll stoop down and do the same thing. And he will look at the party. What weapon was she attacked with?
Well, it was a longsword carried by a person with a black or with a dragon.
Wasn't just any longsword.
No, apparently not.
It's no. I mean, it was familiar. I looked at her and it seemed familiar to me.
In what way?
Not sure. But I can take a guess. She's just like got her hand on her waist at this point, just hold it as if like holding a wound kind of thing.
You think?
Why else would a sword be that familiar to me? But that still wouldn't make sense. If that was the case, how was I healed?
The head cleric will look down on it. And he just shakes his head and he'll turn to a book and start flipping through it. And he stops mid-flip. And he slowly turns toward you. The reason it smells like death and is acting like a poison. He goes, it's not, it's magic. It's basically...
Identify it?
The head priest will put a hand up like, I'm getting there. Let me process this.
Sorry.
He will fully turn towards you. This is a necrosis spell. He looks at Keith. He goes, is that real? Is that how that works? And Keith He turns his head so fast that you can hear his neck crack.
He managed to do it.
But who what?
He will look at Rhea, and everyone can see that his face is pale orange.
That bastard managed to make Mummy Rod into a spell. He's killing her from the inside out.
Do you know how one stops it?
Keith will shake his head and look towards the cleric. The cleric just shakes his head too. I never even heard of Mummy Rod, just in myths and legends. I mean, well, as the name implies, mummies, well, no one really does that type of burial service because of that risk. So...
What is mummy rods? For starters.
Mummy Rod basically... It steals... Well, it shuts your system down.
Right, well, if it's being driven by a spell, couldn't we dispel it?
The problem is we have to... Usually we have 2 healers for this. It's, No. I need to read the book. I haven't done it in so long.
And Keith will kind of push his way past the high priest and start flipping through the book. And the priest will just shake his head, and he kind of starts muttering to himself. We need to do a remove curse and what
That's
else do we
something that
have
can
to
be
do?
done here.
The problem is we haven't had to deal with it in so long that it's almost like a lost spell almost. Can't you hurry up? And Keith still furiously flipping through the book.
Maybe if you kept the quote-unquote dead spells easily accessible, maybe I wouldn't have to flip through this hunking piece of junk, now would I? Now give me my space and let me look. You wanted my help? I'm giving you my help. I found it. Yes, we have to do a remove curse, but the problem is that this, while whatever spell this is also protected with the protection from good spell. So we have to break that. But we can't break the enchantment, because it's not really an enchantment.
And he will slowly turn towards Rhea.
Basically, we need divine judgment.
We need to what?
Divine judgment.
Judgment?
We need divine intervention.
Well, there's only one way that I can think of to do that. it's the best bet. It's the best thing that I know how. Out of everything we've gone through, there's only one path that I can see to take. Time to go back in the swamp, guys. Let's go to sleep. Let's rest, get cleaned up, and head back out fresh in the morning. If I find that ring for that gal at the church, and her father gave me my emblem, or my amulet, like, it's the only way I can think of. If I do something big for the people that have provided me with the divine help that I've had so far, I think that might help him. It might be the only way we can save her. Anybody else got suggestions?
None that come to mind, unfortunately.
It's as good as any.
If you have a different and better, just let me know. And
No, your idea's fine. It's just so much of this is just a hurry up and wait situation, and it's frustrating.
Best to be busy when we need to pass time. Nothing better than to go kill some evil shit.
I hope so.
Keith will close the book.
Never take her to Gula. I know some of the best healers there. And, well, I think that's where you will find your divine intervention there.
Everybody roll me a sense motive.
Well, I don't like this. This is the priest?
This is Keith.
Or Keith? Oh yeah, Keith. I think you've been up to no good for a while. I'll trust you.
Dude, you're the one that said you did!
12.
That's the 14.
Don't leave it up to me, guys. Really don't leave it up to me. I got a 5.
You see that his resolve and his words are just coming from the situation. As far as you can tell, he's not being sarcastic or being an ass about it. He's being genuine about his words. And he will basically take some bindings, and he is going to... He kind of wraps some around himself. It's almost like a harness. And he will take one of his claws, and you can see the beige coming from his finger, and it will turn into ice, and he will pull Emora up, and so that way he's kind of giving her an awkward hug, and he will place the ice upon the wound. And you hear a as he does so, and he will put Emora into this harness. It's basically he's using her as a backpack, and he will pick her up and he will start making his way towards the door.
I'll meet you in Gula, yeah? You stay safe.
Where,
I
sorry?
know. Gula, the town in the desert.
Okay. Before you go, I just need to do something.
Alright.
She'll just head over to Emora. Just... She's still got her mask off and just look at her and be like, in case this is the last time I see you again. Thank you for everything. And well... She'll just look like she's tried to struggle to say something and then just take a deep sigh. Make it through this, you're strong enough. I love you.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
oh.
And then just head over to the others. Let's rest up. We've got ass to kick tomorrow.
Keith will, after hearing this, will ensure that the straps are snug and not too tight, and he has a firm hold of her, and he'll, as he's walking, he'll ask,
Do you want me to tell that to her when she wakes up?
I'd prefer to say it myself if I could.
Good, then you have something to live for.
and he will turn to Kyrish.
I know we didn't really get to train a whole lot, but maybe one day I will teach you the ways of the Duskblade.
I think perhaps I look forward to that.
He will smile and he will look at Bert.
Try not to explode the town while I'm gone.
Oh, I'm gonna do my best, but I can't guarantee the swamp will be here when you get back.
Hey, the swamp's not my home, so we're safe.
Good enough.
And he will walk out of the door, and as you do, you can hear the gasps of the people, and you can hear tiny frog screeches. And then you hear, you know it's Keith, but at the same time you don't.
Get out of my fucking way, or I will run you over. Man, woman, or child, now move.
And there is stunned silence.
Good for you, Keith. At least you know the value of the fucking cargo you're carrying.
The head priest will look down at the mess and just slowly shake his head. And the other priest will start to move in and start cleaning the area up. I wish I had something like that to say. All we can do is pray for her recovery and that he knows what he's doing.
Well, doing what we can.
And then he turns to Riku. But I'm pretty sure if you had a stronger healer, pretty sure all of this could have been avoided.
I kind of clear my throat. We're not trying to be offensive now, are we?
Roll me some spot checks.
Over half of this freaking campaign is just spot checks.
Spot and listen.
12.
She's just trying to get all the bad rolls out of our dice before we go in the swamp.
Okay, I need to ask this. Are you seeing this right here?
Hold on, let me pull it
Nine.
up.
All 4 of my rolls so far.
Good, bad, indifferent.
More like it's been increasing in increments of 2 each time.
Nice.
Oh my god. That's weird.
So that's a 16 on spot. Next roll will be an 18.
With the way it's going, yeah. You see Riku. She has her head down. Almost as if in defeat. And then, as you ask this question, she lurches forward and there is a resounding smack.
She just slapped the shit out of the priest.
The priest goes flying back a few feet, lands on his back. You dare strike a high priest of Palor.
I'm going to step in between them and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Before this gets any further, you really did just insult the shit out of both of us sitting here by saying a stronger healer could have saved all this and prevented it. First of all, why weren't you out there with us? Second of all, how is it Palor's view to see that you offend people by words that you choose to speak?
Riku will push her way past you. No high priest of my Palor is an insulting, conceited piece of egg like you. I have had enough of your crap. I follow Palor in my way. I'm sorry that it doesn't follow your way. If you were so concerned, then why did you have them come to me in the first place when they first came here? Maybe we should be questioning your intentions. Because she was fine. There was no magical injuries on her. And then we brought her to you. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious, High Priest?
Does have a point.
The High Priest will stand up at this point. And you can tell that there is bruising on his face as it is swelling. And that part of his left, your right, side of his face is a little swollen and darker. How do you all wish to proceed?
I'm gonna tell Riku, I'm gonna tell her that we just need to leave and go get cleaned up and get ready for this trip into the swamp.
Rhea and Kyrish, what about you two?
Go to the inn, sleep, eat, rest, and then go kick some ass in the swamp.
Riku will kind of go to turn and It seems like she's going to follow you, but as soon as she finishes turning towards the door, she's gonna hit him again.
Oh, now I'm gonna have to pick her up and fucking carry her out of here. Great.
But
Are you
this...
hitting?
Oh, sorry.
Are you hitting her? As that said, I thought we were going to the tavern. Then I heard noises and... What's happening now?
Well, this priest decided he was gonna be a little disrespectful to Rico here, and then yeah, she decided to punch him, and she decided to hit him again before we left. So now I think it's best if we just snatch her up and take her to the inn, or at least I'll walk up and try and usher her out the door. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go now. We're making friends this way.
As you try and kind of usher her to the door, she is fuming. She is not a happy frog. And she is going to fight you pretty much the entire way. But considering you're stronger and bigger than she is, it's kind of easy just to kind of... It's almost like... You know in cartoons how, like, the big kid kind of drags the kid by the back of the collar?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what's going on. And...
I was gonna say, I'll just bear hug her and she can fight me kicking and screaming, I don't care. She gotta come with us. We gotta go.
as you go to pick her up, Kyrish and Rhea, you would see that, and Bert, you would be able to hear that Rico has oddly fallen silent after a few steps. Kyrish and Rhea, you would be able to see that her once white robes are slowly starting to turn red. And Bert, you feel a warm sensation on your hands.
I look down. Check it out. See what it is. Something's
What happened to her?
not right. I don't know.
What?
Is she bleeding?
Is she bleeding?
You always were too smart for your own good, you pathetic little frog.
The fuck? Looking at her eyes, does it seem that she's...
You would all see there is fear in her eyes.
That's not right. Also, do we see who said that?
There is only one other person that's really talked to
The
you.
priest?
The direction of the voice is in front of Kyrish and Rhea, but behind Bert and Riku.
The priest?
There is a sickeningly evil grin on the priest's face. He has his hand out, and you can see the sun yellow magic is turning the color of just almost like a diseased yellow, almost like a blister. And as it dissipates, you can see that there are still drops of blood on this mist before it dissipates.
Okay, well, what does his eyes look like?
Oh, they're normal.
Oh, it's on. Um, I am going to release Riku onto the ground. And I'm going to cast Silence.
You cast this spell.
And I'm going to cast it in a way that it doesn't affect any of us. Like, only him. So if it has to be a point 20 foot above his head, whatever, to surround him only. In a bubble of sorts. Basically, I'm taking away the verbal components to his spells.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna tell somebody that or ask somebody if they anybody oppose me attacking this priest.
Kyrish just looks away.
So anybody going once, going twice.
What, sorry?
Oh wait, I gotta find out if his fucking will save negated.
As you...
Does not want to attempt a will save to negate the spell.
As you do this, he just laughs. You can see him laughing. You can't hear him laughing, but you can see him laughing.
I mean, honestly, if this priest is the one that caused this within Emora, and now Riku, like, do we have any choice? Rhea?
Did this priest touch any of the black stuff that were on the floor?
Yes, the High Priest and Keith did.
Oh, fuck. Did Riku?
No.
Okay. If this made him turn and we just sent Rhea, if we just sent, oh my god.
So are they possessed?
If Keith is possessed, he has Emora.
Oh gods.
With that, I just turn and bolt through the door, looking in all directions to see if I can spot where Keith went.
Well, it just so happens I can bring him to us.
Oh yeah.
I could technically bring her to us as well.
Oh yeah.
And
Keeper.
I'm going to pull out the, is it like a stone or something?
Stone?
Yes.
Yeah. Keith, come here.
You say this and the stone grows warm. Not too hot where you can't touch it, but like a nice getting inside right next to the fire after a cold winter's day. And the familiar bright light shows, and there is Keith running past you so fast that a couple of Emora's feathers have molted off. It takes him a while to struggle. He actually kind of...
Rhea, summon her, please!
He's gonna do so.
You can see...
She's gonna be ready to catch in case.
You can see as you do this, you see Emora be encompassed in a sapphire blue light. And she
Wait.
dissipates.
Oh, wait.
What?
We summoned him with Emora in his arms?
Remember, he left Emora as a backpack. He made a harness so she could be on his back.
Okay, but that doesn't... So she teleported with him when he came in first?
Yes. Because he was touching her.
Well, then I wouldn't have said that, but...
Okay.
I'm just being here, that's all that we matter.
Yeah.
That's all that mattered to us. Indeed.
As Keith is trying to stop, he has gone sideways. His back leg, kind of bent, and he's putting his weight on that, and his forward leg is stretched all the way out. You can see the carpet slowly bunching up in front of him as he's trying to slow down. Emora dissipates in the sapphire blue light and is reappearing in the new blue light that is in front of Rhea. Keith, shortly after, collides into the wall, and Emora kind of bumps to the ground. She was only about 3 feet off the ground, so not too much damage is done. It's like a nice soft little thunk. As she
You'll still scoop her up anyway.
Keith, would you kindly turn around?
Keith will turn around.
What the actual fuck did you summon me for? I was right outside the city limits.
Well, it seems that there's been an uncanny problem with the slime that y'all touched on the floor. Got Mr. Motherfucking Priest over there all sorts out of his pocket and ready to get his ass whooped. And I had to throw a silent spell on him.
Keith
Just so
will...
he could cast more spells because he was hurting Riku.
Keith will look.
Well, that's what's gonna happen when you're kinda internally bleeding and you're decaying from the inside out. You're gonna have black blood.
No, we think there's poison. I think that it might have affected both of you and the priest.
Have you fucking lost your mind? You stupid, drunken...
Oh, that's enough.
And as that, you hear that and cuts appear on Keith's left side, and he is bleeding, similar to Riku's.
God damn. Everybody's affected. Ugh.
Riku never touched it though.
I know. I don't understand that.
Ooh. At these cuts, Keith will will turn to the High Priest, who has a smirk on his face.
You weren't talking about the King of Gula, were you?
The priest will smile, a sickening smile, and lower his head and slowly shake his head no.
Fine, but what was the last thing that Keith said to? The priest?
Basically, Keith asked, you weren't talking about the King of Gula, were you?
Oh boy. Alright. So do I kill Keith? Do I kill the priest?
By looking at this, I don't think
I don't think that's their fault.
I don't think Priest. I don't think Keith's even affected. Keith and Riku have been attacked by either
But
him
if Keith
or
was told somewhere to go by the priest and he had Emora and we allowed him to go, it could have been just a big ass trap that would have gotten him and Emora both killed.
exactly.
So
It was still good
At
that we
least
brought
we-
him back here just in case, but
But now
still.
what do we do with him? Like
wait.
with this priest?
Is the priest restrained at all?
No, he's free.
No, he's just silenced.
I'm just
How far
realizing.
away? How far away is he?
He's about a good 40 feet from you all.
I'm just realizing something. He's silenced, therefore this range can't be anything from a spell. She's go looking down at the ground to see if.
Not a spell with
There are-
verbal components anyway.
Well, we're not seeing his hands move either. She's going to look down at the ground to see if there are any extra footprints aside from our own, just in case there's something invisible moving around, slashing at everyone.
Can I use Ray of Frost to actually try and freeze his legs in place?
Roll me a ranged touch attack with advantage.
18.
Roll again for the advantage, see if you get anything higher.
Okay, 21.
Hey.
I rolled an 18.
Nice.
You manage to hit the leg of the priest, and his sinister smile turns of one into anger. As you can see, he kind of drops to a knee and he is holding his leg as Frost kind of covers his leg. Roll me a d3 for damage.
Oh shit, do I have a D3?
It's a d4. And just,
Oh,
yeah.
She's no 4.
If it's a 4, it's a reroll.
As I roll a 4.
Oh, God.
3.
Alright, so he takes 3 points of damage. He is now immobilized. Well, he's not completely immobilized, but you can tell he's hurting. Even Riku will kind of be like, oh.
I'd imagine he's probably slower at the very least. Like his legs are probably fucking numb.
Yeah, he's a frog. He's cold-blooded. That's gonna... Should
It's
have.
gonna fuck you up, yeah. So, is there any grabbable blunt objects around Kyrish?
I mean,
There,
yeah.
I mean, you have your battle
Or-
axe, there's books, there's,
Hit him with a book. Knock his ass out.
Is there a chair or something? Actually,
There-
you know what? How big are these books?
they are thick books. These are basically like medical journals, so they're thick and they're hardbound to protect the pages within.
Oh, hell yeah, baby. We gonna grab one of those big old thick bitches, walk on up, take a two-handed grip on that bitch, and whack!
Indeed.
Okay, roll.
No,
Roll me.
No, what the fuck?
My attempt is to knock him out.
Okay, so you're doing non-lethal?
Correct.
Okay. Go
Are you knocking
ahead,
out?
roll me a melee attack then.
23.
Oh my god. Yeah, that hits. You hit him over the head. He needs to roll a fortitude save so he doesn't go the fuck unconscious. Oh fuck, there goes the die.
Well, I think that's an automatic,
Knock him out. Yep. KO'd.
He manages to stay conscious long enough, and he will surprisingly have a death grip on your arm. And he will still give you that sickeningly sweet, I still have one up on you smile. Kyrish. Take 15 points of damage.
What the fuck? Oh my god. That halved me.
And then he goes unconscious.
Damn. You hit yourself with the book or what?
Apparently.
Fucking swung that bitch in a pillowcase and hit himself in the head. Look, Mark.
Kirish's wound, did he appear slasher-like as well?
Grievous fucking.
As the high priest falls unconscious, Kyrish, do you turn to your party members?
He's gonna first take a second to make sure that, he's knocked out, but yeah, he looks over to Goombert and Rhea. What was that about?
Rhea and Bert, Bert, Rhea, Riku, and Keith all see that Kyrish's clothes are now in tatters, and there are some dark spots. The black doesn't match with each other.
God damn.
And you can slowly see the stone around Kyrish start to have red little droplets drop on it.
I'll not be
Oh.
next, damn it.
Out of curiosity, did I see anything when I asked earlier?
There was no hand movement. He did not move his lips.
Oh, no, I weren't looking at that.
Oh?
I said I was looking towards the ground to see, from all the blood that's been splattered around, if there's any extra footsteps aside from our own, indicating something invisible moving around.
Oddly enough, there are no footprints. Not in the blood, no bloody footprints. This place is clean. Other than the blood that has been spilled from your comrades.
Whatever's happening, it's not making contact with the floor. But I want to always, where did the other priests go after all this?
Who all looks around the room?
I'm scanning the room. I'm actually was wondering if I have the moment to cast Detect Magic around the room.
As everybody looks around the room, you realize you are the only ones left alive. The guards at the door are slumped over in not a bloody mass, but there was a large pool of blood in the front, surrounding the front of the door. At the front of the altar, there are the cleric bodies just limp on the ground, also surrounded in blood.
We need to go. We need to leave right now.
The damn massacre.
We need to go before anybody else suffers anymore.
We need to find somewhere that we can help.
That we can help. Look around you. What is this? Is this helping?
I mean help Emora. And you lot as well, now that you've all been slashed.
Like I
Although
said,
we know that whatever happened to Emora isn't going to be happening to you lot now.
Right. Well,
All I know is, let's get out of this building at least.
I mean, to be fair, I already died, well, almost died once. What's another time?
There is a large banging on the door. It can't move. It can't be opened because of the bodies in front of it. But slowly but surely, it starts to creak open, and the bodies are pushed out of the way. Guards, the younger clerics, and some other fighters you don't recognize, they all come flying into the church. The guards are checking the corpses. The younger clerics rush to... They're following something. And you notice that they're starting from the bodies of the guards, and they go towards the high priest. Some of them are talking, and you notice a couple more are following something else to the older clerics that are also deceased. There is a frog in leather armor, carrying a greatsword, but smaller in scale. In your hands, it would be considered a short sword. And he walks up, and he will croak, and he points to Kyrish, Keith, and Riku. Some of the clerics will come up and heal you. Kyrish, 4, 7, 11. You will heal for 16 points of damage. You didn't really feel the pain because of the adrenaline, but you kind of feel it as your wounds start to seal themselves. Riku will be healed for 2, 7, 6, for 11. You're not Riku, you're Keith. And Keith, bleeding a little bit more, will have 2 healers on him. 3, 2, 3. That makes 6. Trying to do mental math here. 4, 6. Okay. He heals. And the frog that was pointing at everybody will kind of go over to the priest, just shake his head, and he will come back to you. So, you want to tell me the story? Or do you want to sleep first?
Okay, so Emora came here. We brought her here, or she came here, we got her healed up. So we thought, then something in here decided to attack everything in here. And it seems as if the high priest over there was somehow, I don't know, evil. Was causing evil stuff to happen somehow. And we brought our friends back here, and then our friends kept getting slashed open, as well as everybody else around here that's all dead. And we never saw the culprit or what happened or who did it. And I think it has to do with
Him.
pretty evil characters.
He will croak at one of the clerics. Is there a way to... Can you explain magically this? Yeah. This is a very tiny frog. Tiny compared to Riku. And it seems that this frog is smoother than all the other ones. Riku just shakes her head and turns her back. Roll me a listen check.
Who?
Everybody.
Okay. Listening. Not my highest skill, but
Are you ready for that 18, people? Are you ready for the 18?
yeah, let's do this.
No, it's gone back down to 14. It went the opposite
Mine's
way.
14 as well, so
Oh my god, are you shitting me? I've got a 14.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? You know what?
Well-
Just because everybody got a fucking 14, I'm gonna give it to you. You hear Riku mutter under her breath. My god. He's just a kid. No kid has to see this.
Wait,
Who's a kid? What the fuck?
what kid?
What are you talking about? Who's kids?
The
I got no
small
kids.
little, the frog that is half of Riku's size that said,
No.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just a, dwarf frog.
No. The only the reason she says this is the hints of that the frog is smoother looking. It hasn't grown enough to develop all of its scales. When you're high enough mage, you kind of learn how to not do spells without speaking or talking, and then if you know them really all that well, there's like some way you can do it without needing like materials and stuff. That's kind of what he did.
Well, I didn't want to kill the high priest because For one, I don't know that I could. For two, I think it would be against everything I believe in. And for three, I'm not sure that he's acting of his own accord. If he is, then he's caused a lot of harm and should be punished severely by cutting his... No, he can keep his tongue. Take off his head.
As you say this, there is another group of people, and they are in red robes. And they have their hoods up, and on the crest of the hoods, there are scales on it.
The balance scales, like
Yes.
those kind of scales. Scales of
And
justice.
when they come in, they are also followed by the guards from outside, and they pick up the unconscious high priest, and they will start talking. We can't really hear you. You're in the quiet zone. And they are still continuing talking. And the guard
Can I
will...
dispel my spell?
do you have Dispel magic?
Isn't it, ooh, hold on, let me check my spell. It's 1 minute per level with a D. Why is there a D? Does that mean it's dismissible?
I'm guessing so. So, I mean, you're only level 4, so it would have passed by now.
Yeah.
As he says this, their voices come through. Well, another one for, well, I guess the cell. The gallows, I guess. You thought we'd be done with this, but apparently not.
This has happened before.
The one that has a gold scale, but gold scale, yellow robes, will turn and look at you. Corruption's everywhere. It's just a matter of finding it. Didn't really think that that the gods would allow a false follower, but I mean, if you live a lie and you believe it so much, I guess you can fool anybody.
Kyrish is looking haggard, like he is looking like he got kicked down a dirt roadway.
I forgot about Kyrish getting fucked up. Oh, I'm sorry. My fucking apologies.
He's gonna look at them. Even if they're being controlled, you're just going to hang them.
No, we are going to do the trial first. It's going to be an open and shut trial, but basically we still have to have one.
There is no trial. This person didn't do anything. It's not of their own volition.
I agree wholeheartedly. I do believe there's dark forces or magics that are controlling.
Some of the clerics will come up. This one's a young female. Well, actually, we kinda did identify magic, and, there wasn't anything on him, so he was of sound mind, so that's a thing. So he was kinda working for that guy the entire time, because blood magic is his staple.
That means that anything he said we can't trust.
Indeed. So everything that he told us about Emora is bullshit. And we need to go find that fucking ring for that person in that church so that I can get us divine favor so we can all be rid of this son of a bitch once and for all. Plus, we can get our armor and our mate and our weapons and doing the God's work, as it were. Already, we've unsurfaced a high priest that was fake to the gods.
Good.
I was gonna say, as you're talking amongst yourselves, the high priest will wake up. He is being carried by the arms by 2 of the guards.
Does Kyrish notice this?
Oh yeah, this is everybody can see this.
With the book still in his hand, he's gonna hold it by the spine and just smack him upside the head with the spine of the book. You stay out of this.
The guards will they have their heads turned like, oh look, you have another bump on your head. How'd that happen? Oh no. We didn't drop you. You must have done that when you fell unconscious. Type deal?
Yeah. Oh, you slipped and got a boo-boo. Oh no.
And he will just chuckle. The true Dark King will get his way. He doesn't have to possess everybody. Some of us give ourselves willingly. Those who do actually get more powerful than the ones that are forced into servitude.
Kyrish is just gonna look at the book. Damn it all.
And the people in red robes will walk up and they will begin croaking to him, and he has a very bored look on his face. Look, if you're gonna kill me, just kill me.
Kyrish, using his left hand, he's kind of got it, around his midsection, like one does when they're hurting. And he's and he's going to walk over to the priest and just sort of gingerly lay a hand on his cheek and lift his chin up to look at him, and he's going to cast Charm Person.
Oh, I need to make a will save, don't I?
Yep.
Indeed.
What is your DC? It should.
How this works.
Basically, in your spells, it should say at the very top, like the spell DC, underneath how many spells per day you have.
Spell DC. Oh! Okay, so this is a first level spell, so 12?
As your hand touches his face, your blue magic kind of trickles onto his skin, and his eyes have a lighter hue of blue around them. And he is awkwardly staring at you.
Why would you do this?
Because more blood for the Dark Master means he gets more power.
blood for the blood god.
Indeed.
The more blood I provide him, the more power he gives me. And also... Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. I thought you were done. Sorry.
Nope. And it just so happens that poor little wannabe angel wants to save the world. Well, it's gonna be fine now for the Dark Master because, maybe within a week or so, she'll be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I mean-
shut
That I
Damn
gotta
mouth.
do this. It's just in me, and I don't know if it's gonna cause a whole bunch of chaos or not, but fuck it if it does.
alright, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Well, yeah, any good mage can have remove curse or enchantment. But the thing is, those are good spells. There's also protection from good on that. Your reptilian friend was right. You do need divine judgment.
intervention.
God damn it, did I do it again? Oh, fuck! Your
Kyrish
friend...
is going to smirk at him.
Divine judgment's what we're going to bring down upon it. Your master's head.
Kyrish is just going to smirk at him. Your power isn't real. I hate to break that to you. Your master doesn't care about you. You serve a falsity. I'm sorry. But his rule will fall. And you and all of his underlings will fall with him.
Here we go. I can't wait to do this.
He'll just look at Kyrish. Those are pretty bold words for a traitor. He was actually quite upset that you had, died on that one patrol. He actually thought that she caused it. He was actually very upset when he saw you break into his castle with you and your friends. It almost hurt him a little bit to drop you from Hadwin's claws.
At this, can I do a combination here? Okay, hear me out. Kyrish is going to start casting Ray of Frost while he punches this frog in the head.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, this is what we're gonna do. Bert, what is it that you want to do?
Unhinge my morning star and sink it balls deep in his skull.
Okay, I would say that's a bad idea because if you miss, you can either hit one of the guards and or Kyrish.
Well, it was either that or bum rum his ass, but
Jesus Christ!
Oh fuck!
Oh my god!
He's trying to kill us!
everybody dies.
Fucking Goombert.
Jesus God!
Well, I figure it like this. See, Goombert's at this point, he's got this information that says that a remove curse would be great if it wasn't a good spell, protected by good, and it's a good spell, so therefore it's not going to fucking work. So I figure I kill everybody in the church, I'll be a fallen cleric, and then I can heal her.
That's really dark, Jesus!
Well, sorry guys.
God damn. Alright. This some bitches thought this shit out.
Oh,
A little bit.
I give him kudos for that. Hell.
oh my god.
A
You at least
fallen
get a
cleric
golf clap.
necromancer. I could keep her alive forever.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say, Bird, as you are unhinging your Morning Star, you still have to walk up to this little group. Kyrish, you do Freya Vrost, and
Freya Rost, that is a new fucking term. Freya Rost, that is amazing.
I will take away your freebie roll, sir.
Hey, I'm sorry. My bad. My dyslexia gets the better of me. I know you meant Ray of Frost. Yeah.
Dude,
Don't
I didn't
feel
even
bad.
realize I said it. That's the thing.
Oh, I know.
I'm
it
fucking
just
with
came
you.
out so smoothly. I was like, well,
No, I'm fucking with you. I wouldn't do that. That's douchey. That's douche. Yeah.
you're not that DM.
No, I am not the douche master. Oh my god, that sounds so wrong.
Indeed, the Douchemaster 3000. It's now Black and Decker powered. Comes with a stone 35-gallon water tank. Mix in a gallon of vinegar, you're good to go. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. So, as you cast this Ray of Frost, you can see the pain on his face. And he will glance towards Keith. You already escaped him once. He looks at Riku. And so did you. But both of your homes are just gone. You didn't take the offer, and like cowards, you ran away. You could have
Oh,
just...
am I not allowed to do the punch?
It's... Hold on, let me do my build-up.
Yes.
You'll go over to his side eventually. As a servant, you're not gonna like it very much. You're gonna work hard and long, and then you'll die. But then that means you won't ever get tired again. And Riku and Keith will look very uncomfortably look at each other and kind of shift away. And he will just look at Emora and just have kind of like a soft smile, like, oh, that's kind of cute. And Kyrish, you have had enough. You bring up your fist, you raise your fist to bring it down on his head, and as you're down swinging, he'll say, and the Black Angel will be one of us too. And there's a sickening crack, and he goes limp.
Was that because of the punch?
Yes.
You got knocked the fuck out?
Oh yeah.
Alright, well,
I mean, I froze his head and punched him in the head, so...
Well, it didn't
things
shatter like
happen.
ice cubes, but yeah, he's knocked the fuck loose. Very good indeed.
He's just kind
Everyone,
of trembling at this point. I don't care what he said. If I have to climb up to the heavens to find the gods themselves to save her, I will. I'm not losing her.
Well, Ray, we're not gonna lose her. We're gonna go take care of this swamp business, like I said. We're gonna get divine intervention. They can't protect us from everything. And if I have to, I might even have to go find somebody that's not of the good alignment to get this removed from her. I'm not about doing that.
I mean, wouldn't someone of neutral still work?
Possibly. just have to wait and see, I guess.
Keith will come over and he will kneel down in front of Emora. And he will start to put her back in the harness. Who all is paying attention to this?
Keep
Rhea
putting
is
her
obviously-
back in the harness. Yeah, I'm paying attention.
So everybody would see that as wherever Keith touches, there are beige spots on Emora. Finally, when he gets her safely in the harness, anywhere there is direct physical contact between the two of them, there is beige. You would see that black is starting to come from the wounds, pushing the orange back, or the beige back, almost like a battle. And Keith is going to start moving towards the door. He will turn towards Rhea.
Your touch on Emora then seemed to Black reacted to it, but more so than any of our touches to it.
I'm basically buying her time. I'm using my own magical energies to keep her alive.
And you
Thank
can
you.
see there is a small cut on his face that has not been healed. But it's not bleeding like all the other wounds. Where there would be blood droplets, it just dissipates into the magic.
Is there any... Oh, God. I want to say, is there any way to... heal Keith back to what he's giving her?
I mean, he was healed from his original wounds. But do you make your way to go heal Keith?
Well, I'm on my way to go heal Kyrish first. I have to heal him.
Kyrish has been healed. He was the
Oh,
first
did
one
he get
healed.
Oh,
Keith will make his way towards the door.
Good God, HP.
I can be in the city within 24 or 48 hours. I'll send a note when I'm there.
Okay.
Apologies about the mix-up.
No, it's completely understandable. You're fine. Rather be safe than sorry. Also, quick thinking on using Emora's stone too. That was good thinking.
Do anything to save her.
Kyrish is going to look over to Rhea. Yes. Yes, we would.
As you finally head off to the inn. The people around the church are trying to get in, but between Heronius's guards, the remaining Palor's clerics, and St. Cuthbert's judges, they kind of get the sense of, oh, this is bad. And they slowly disperse. They look to you all, but they don't ask any questions. You reach the inn, and the innkeeper sees all of you. He goes to open his mouth, but he doesn't. Instead, he will go to the kitchen. It's right before dinner time at this point. You can smell the fresh food, and at least on the bar counter, he will bring out a meal, this time of sliced potatoes sprinkled with cheese and some herbs. Some roasted meat on another platter. And some bread with some butter. There are plates and cups. There's a keg of mead. There's a large bottle of wine. And a tall pitcher of ice water. He will go under the bar and pick something up. You can tell it's wooden by the way it's clattering against the bar. He will silently walk past you and he will open the door, hang the sign up on the door, close it, lock it, and he goes upstairs.
So he just closed the inn or the tavern?
Yep.
For us, so we could recuperate. That's mighty nice of him.
Yep, he closed it down, and he is giving you your privacy. You essentially have the first floor to the entirety of yourselves.
Well then, in that case, it's time to get fed, drunk, bathed, and rested.
Not necessarily in that order.
That's very true. Bert's gonna proceed to eat and drink with careless abandon. Just kind of trying to soak in everything that's happened and is about to happen.
Kyrish is going to sit down at the table. I really wish I had your appetite, dwarf.
Well, it's not so much appetite as it's fuel for tomorrow. And in order to make bum rum, I must first nourish myself because it takes a lot out of me. You know what I mean?
Oh, good God.
I'm just gonna have to ask that you guys in battle end up need to go in with a plan of sorts so that I might be able to use the bum rum most effectively and nobody else gets burned.
Was that even really registering what Goombert's saying, and without even really looking at anyone, did I do the right thing? I mean, he likely would have been put to death, yes? I just can't help but feel like there's more that we could do. But the man admitted it himself.
He wasn't. This wasn't a situation like the dragon, Kyrish. This was a follower of him. There was no changing his mind at that point. He was ready to die. All you did was bring it sooner. And if you hadn't done it, I would have ripped his head off myself.
He's gonna slowly look to Rhea. Honestly, though, who in their right mind would follow such a creature?
Think about this. Think about the words that he said before. He literally said that we were a part of this, or that y'all were a part of this. I mean,
They refused to follow because the
clearly we're not in
alternative,
our right minds.
would be worse, they said, if they didn't choose to follow.
Obviously, we didn't follow, otherwise we wouldn't be in this situation.
Right, but at one point in time we were somebody was in debt, like, I don't know. There's so many still unanswered questions, because I don't know what would cause you guys to go there. I don't know. I mean, maybe you were good the whole time and then you just were pretending to be evil so that you could get closer to him. I mean, that's... I
Doesn't
can't
matter.
stand to think of you guys as being evil at any point, so...
It does matter, Rhea.
It matters. It mattered at one point.
Because I don't know if I want to know why I would do such a thing. His face just reading desperation.
I don't want to think the worst of people. So I'm choosing to believe that you were always on our side and just being an inside man.
That
After
I
all,
have no doubt. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
well, sorry.
Oh my god, say what you're gonna say.
You threw me off the thing. You threw me off what I was going to say when you just said, like, I don't know now. What was I going to say?
Oh god,
I don't know what I was going to say.
Look, all I know is the reasons why you may have been working for him or spying on him or whatever are different compared to that guy, compared to the head priest. Because at least you potentially saw the errors of your ways if you were working for him originally. He had no shame in what he did. He was happy in his choice. Hell, he was face down with all of us at the same time, and he still stuck by it. As they said, it would have been an open and closed trial, and in that time he could have had every chance to probably get out of it or do something worse. All you did was bring mercy at an earlier time, and in a much less painful way than I would have done it.
Is it truly mercy when a man is doing what he wishes to do? And
It's
you
a
end
mercy. It's a mercy on the rest of us.
Now
It's a
that
mercy.
I can go on.
It's a mercy on potential future victims he could have caused. And I see it as a mercy on him, given what I would have done. tried to kill Emora. They're still trying to kill Emora. They're still trying to kill us.
Believe me, I'm well aware of that fact. We haven't had a moment's reprieve to not live that fact.
We'll just look over to you finally. And despite the fact that she has raged a couple of times in battle, this is the first time you've seen her look this. It's like a mixture of, like, it's anger, but it's like a calm anger. Just like a focused anger. I know. Don't you think I know? If it wasn't for us, would she be in this situation? Would any of us be in this situation? I'm going to admit something right now. I'm scared, alright? I'm scared because I've never felt this helpless, this powerless. Not even when I woke up, not knowing anything but my name, have I felt this.
Question, Rhea. Do you believe in yourself?
I wish I could say yes. But at the
Because when you
moment I
believe in
feel
yourself,
powerless.
anything is possible. I'm not going into this thinking that Emora is going to die. I'm going into this knowing that we can save her. And we're going to either die trying or she's going to be saved.
Yes, I don't think there's a single one of us that isn't scared to some extent.
Indeed. You'd be a fool not to be scared.
So, let's do this together, yes?
He dies. I'm going to march to that castle. I'm going to rip him joint by joint, bone by bone apart. Then I'm going to march into hell itself. And I'm going to rip his soul apart.
He's going to put up a finger, a waggling little finger.
You gotta leave some for the rest of us.
You aren't doing it yourself. We are together.
Aw.
She'll just close her eyes, sigh, and let out a bit of a slight chuckle. Grab her tankard of water. Just raise it. Gondra.
He's gonna raise up his tankard.
Gondra.
Such
With
a
that-
heartwarming moment.
With that, Bert's gonna say, well, I got shit to do, literally. So, I'm gonna mosey on upstairs and get bathed and cleaned up after I perform a couple hours of bum rum making.
While he's heading up the stairs, Kyrish is just gonna yell up after him, "Save me a vial, please!"
Oh my god, that's right.
Don't know what's the most bonding thing of this. The sheer fact that we just did a whole Gia salute kind of thing. Or the fact that you're willing to take a vial of shit.
I have ideas, and if we're going to be going up against this character, well, I like to have every dirty, underhanded trick available to me.
Emphasis on the dirty.
Oh, indeed. And
A
that
dirty party.
Kyrish is gonna go up to his room as well. Oh god.
Rhea's just gonna stay behind a bit. It's odd. I would have thought that of all opportune times you would have taken it to appear. And yet you haven't until now.
Dun dun dun.
Mr. Flibble struggles his way up onto the table. You know, I like tormenting you, but that's really fucked.
It's one thing when you torment me, it's another when they do.
Yeah, I've known you since, well, you were basically a kid. They don't have the right to fuck with you. And I only fuck with your head by making other people think you're fucking crazy. I don't hurt others to fuck with you. That's a boundary I don't cross.
It's surprisingly comforting and yet strange to know
Self-righteous
that you have
penguin.
morals.
A penguin with morals.
I think she'll be okay. She's not the last of her race for nothing.
She does fade, though.
It's another thing you gotta deal with.
It still won't be the last of the race. I'll take her up on her offer. If she does become unsavable.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. God, you're
Should just
making me
not-
think optimistically. Usually it's the other way around.
It's strange times, Flibbles. It's strange times. I do have something to ask, though.
What?
You knew I was an elf before everyone else was saying it. So you obviously still have memories of before we lost them.
Well, I mean... I remember you as a kid and then a teen. And...
That's what I mean. If you were just a figment of my imagination, or just a madness as everyone keeps trying to say, that wouldn't be a thing.
he kind of rubs his head. But there was a long period of time where I think I may have went up north. Maybe. But I don't remember seeing you for a good long while. The next time I saw you, you were in the field. That's all I know.
And what was the last memory before the field?
He kind of puts one flipper under his elbow and he's kind of like patting his face. We were in a bunch of trees with a bunch of cute little huts. And there was a pink elf. She was different from everybody, but man, she had a voice. I swear to God,
Yeah.
she could sing the heavens, the angels from the heavens.
Does the pink elf seem familiar, given the dreams?
Yes, this pink elf does feel very familiar to you. Just like seeing Pete has a brotherly sisterly bond, you get the sense of another familial bond. But you don't know who and you don't know why.
Gonna have to go back, aren't I?
Seems like we're going back to everybody's homes.
From what I've heard, though, from Goombert, there's not much left of our home. But even so, hopefully some answers still remain.
I mean, you can only try. Geez, your dwarf friend is loud.
We've been through a lot today. I wouldn't be surprised if any of them come down with something.
That's true, I shouldn't really make fun. That's kind of bad on me.
Yet again, so weird to hear you apologize.
I'm bad 99% of the time, but... honestly, seeing that guy, that was kind of fucked up. I don't want to see that again. And he kind of has like a haunted look come over his face, and he just kind of turns and starts wibble-wobbling to the other side of the table. Man, I'm gonna need therapy. And he's gonna waddle behind the counter, and you hear no more. As this happens, we are going to zoom out. The town of Broke is in a mess. There's people shouting, everybody is running around trying to figure out what's going on. And we run over past the swamp. We go over 2 parts of destroyed swamp. One just looks like broken down buildings, normally. But there are long gone people. There's skeletons hanging, strewn about the debris. Another one burned to the ground. Their skeletons are also strewn, but nothing was much left for the area to pick off of. We go to the desert, where if it was anybody else, they would blame it on a mirage due to heat stroke. But in reality, it's Emora strapped onto Keith's back as he is on all fours, slithering as fast as he can through the soft sands of Gula, racing towards the city he once abandoned. We go over this desert city and into the trees. Evergreen pines growing tall and strong, healthy, and there is a clearing where a bunch of people are gathered in the town center. On a stone pedestal, there are a couple pictures covered in what seems to be glass, and to keep the picture safe, there are flowers, coins, old armor, weaponry. Side by side, there are 2 pictures. One is with an elf of blue hair. Her shield, somewhat broken. It was attempted to be repaired, but you can still see it had seen some wear and tear in its time. Another one, an elf with lime green hair, with the rare combination of both parents' eyes, one of blue and one of green. Sitting at the base of these 2 pictures is a small pink elf in grass clothing. She is holding a candle, and behind her stands a male elf with blue hair and green eyes, and a female elf with green hair and blue eyes. The pink elf stands up, and she clears her throat. As the pink elf finishes, there was more than one voice in that. People started coming out of their homes and joining her in the song. They pick up their battered arms and armor, and in the distance, there is a roar. The elf will pick up the shield, and she will turn. Well, if we ain't gonna fight, we might as well just lay down and die. Do you really think Anissa and Rhea would want that? I don't fucking think so. So let's get off our lazy asses and let's go kill some fuckheads. Now let's go! The scene pans above this altar. There's about 20 or 30 people. And this pink elf is charging forward, straight into a massive horde of undead, raging through the trees, breaking limbs, destroying bushes. The various hisses and moans. But the people are re-energized. This elf is right. The sisters wouldn't want them to just lay down and die. They would want them to fight. Because that's what aliens do. And that's where the scene ends. Why don't you go first? What's your favorite part of the episode?
Today's favorite part. The entire party now is motivated against the Dark Lord. Now's when the fun is going to start picking up a bit more, I think.
Well,
What's up?
I was gonna say you're probably right with that, because now it's all about now we're in a rush. We got like a week.
Yeah, like, every single member is actually like, alright, let's go do this. Let's take this bitch out. Whereas before, you kind of had a member that was, holding you back a bit. But I'm not gonna name names, you're Kyrish.
No, not at all. Like,
No, it's, full on motivation based now, so, yeah. Neat.
Alright, we'll go counterclockwise. Rhea. Your turn.
I like the moments of ingenuity. I get that there's a lot of real moments in this week, so I should probably pick one of those, but I generally like the quick thinking of, wait, shit, they may have been sent somewhere different. Use the summoning stones, get their asses back here just in case. Or if the worst thoughts are there, then yeah, we're sending someone back that is going to be a threat. But at the very least, for somebody someone back to go, yeah, no, this issue's happening, you may want to rethink plans. Like, I like that. I would go for quick thinking.
I don't think we really think about the things that the D&D, the D&D, oh my god. The DM gives us. It's just simple things like just teleportation freaking stones. That can
yeah,
help in a pinch.
summoning stone.
Yeah.
Now, if only we had a two-way summoning stone that you could that we could summon ourselves to them.
Right. Oh, we'd abuse the hell out of that.
Oh, yeah. Which is why I put a once per day limit on those stones.
Oh,
And there's
the
nothing
fun.
in it. That's just water.
It's in this little pot. And you can, is that too much flavor? That you can let the balance flavor?
No, that's pretty
There's
cool.
no sugar.
That's pretty cool.
But I honestly was not expecting you guys to remember the summoning stones and use them.
I mean, yeah, Bert was ready to run as fast as a little 20-foot per turn could carry him, but yeah, summoning stones, they're a lifesaver.
And an ultimate prank.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna get Keith.
Could you imagine summoning somebody while they're on the shitter?
You just summon them and they're squatting down and it's just a turn that goes bloop.
Oh god damn.
God.
I'm glad they didn't give me a summoning stone. I'd had way too much fun with that shit.
Literally, that shit.
Yeah.
That shit. You know you wanted to watch me make some bum rum.
Oh my god, no.
Oh.
Summon you.
No. No.
Come watch this.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna make up a fucking song about it too. I think I might take a class in Bard.
Oh my
Or a level in
god.
Bard. Sing songs about bum rum while I'm throwing it so I get benefits.
Oh my god.
What the hell is going on here?
It's
I
a shit
don't-
today.
Oh my god.
Oh, it could be great. I would literally sit around and write songs about it.
Well, we kind of stole Rhea's
Thunder, yeah.
moment.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Do a little rewind. Woo. What else you
I mean,
got?
I got to do the thing now, given that you said the music part's going to be cut out because of copyright. I can't believe you said that just to cut away and then do caramel dancing on us all.
Totally
Anyone
ruined a
that-
somber moment with that. Oh.
No one watching this on YouTube will ever be able to prove otherwise.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I really enjoy that. I also enjoy the fact that it's just giving up extra hints of, yeah, Mr. Flibbles might not be just madness. It might be something else going on there. Especially given it has memories Rhea doesn't.
But Rhea has memory that Mr. Flibbles doesn't.
Although, to be fair, Rhea has memories that Mr. Flibble doesn't, that Rhea doesn't as well. So there is that.
That's true.
Rhea also hasn't asked Mr. Flibble.
I still gotta know. Do you whinny when you have sex?
Oh my god.
She wouldn't know. She's never had it.
Oh, that's right. She's a pure one. I wonder if the horse has ever had it.
Oh my god.
Does that make you not a virgin anymore?
You see, this is just going down the giant rabbit hole of what happens. It's going down the giant rabbit hole of what happens if you cast Greater Restoration on someone who has had sex. Does that make them a virgin again?
Oh my god. Yeah, I think.
What happens if you cast it on someone who's had a circumcision?
Oh, does it go
Oh.
back? Here's one for you. If I cast Resurrection on somebody's leather armor, are they encased in a cow?
Oh my god!
Only if the soul is willing to return.
Right? If the soul is willing.
I mean, I think that would be a fucking awesome prank on Korric.
God.
Just saying.
Oh
Can you
my
imagine? If a restoration spell wasn't so fucking expensive. Oh my god.
Like, it doesn't even, like, create the entire cow. It literally just makes the armor moo.
Oh my god.
So I know that Glen does not watch these. So,
Oh my god.
do you
okay.
three want to be evil with me?
Yes, we do. You damn right we do.
So,
I want to
you
cast
know-
Resurrection on the armor.
So you know how the magic shop owner is giving Kyrish the weird gun and the magic bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
Well, you guys killed a dragon. So he's gonna throw an extra scroll on you, and it's gonna be random, and because these shopkeepers are aloof as fuck, he's gonna grab a greater restoration scroll. That'll be your chance. And the
It'd
effect...
have to be a resurrection.
Hmm?
It'd have to be a resurrection, I think. Let me check. Greater.
Yeah, Greater Restoration only heals stuff that are still alive.
I think
Okay.
so.
So it'll be a resurrection spell.
Holy Jesus Christ. Are we really going to use that in a prank? What if Emora
That is the
dies?
only
It is
condition.
entirely worth it.
That is
what
the
happens
only
if-
condition
Totally
you
do
get
it.
this arm that you
I
get
will
this scroll.
totally do it. That's
What
fucking
happens if you pull out the scroll, start using
Hey,
it,
wait
and
a
sneeze
minute.
halfway through?
What if we resurrect the dragon?
What happens if you sneeze halfway through reading out the scroll?
Oh my god.
Oh look, now you have
He
fused
becomes
Korric
fucking
with
part
the armor.
dragon. Oh my god. Korric becomes a fucking dragon, half dragon. Oh my god.
Korric is now a Minotaur.
Minotaur, something like it, yeah, fuck.
Also, given that I know that they don't watch it, but I know that Fred does. Fred, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. It'll be funny.
Yes. No spoilers, Fred.
You hear that, YouTube? Keep the damn secret.
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness.
So,
Keep your mouth shut.
so the benefit of this armor is anytime he tries to make a move on a lady, it will moo.
Oh my god.
It won't give him any extra armor bonus or anything else.
Okay, I think it's a bit much to be putting into the video, but maybe don't explain the whole thing. It'll be a hell of a lot better if you just, let it happen.
You're gonna have to snippet some of that out, I think.
Oh, well, I mean, it's all edited anyway.
Right.
So, did Rhea's... Bert, yeah, you need to go.
Okay. I think I think now my favorite part is just the funnel factor, because everything that we're about to go do is gonna have a snowball effect on, like you said, the action coming up, the combat, the not sitting around town all day.
Hi, Glen.
Because
Probably missed a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're finishing up, bud.
I figured as much.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
my guy.
Family
what was
stopped
good?
over.
what was your favorite part of the session?
I don't know, that one part that happened.
All you gotta say is Frey of Rost.
Divine
that
Judgment. Divine Judgment.
Define Judgment. Yes.
Uh.
That's it. She's had a lot of dyslexia today, and a whole bunch of fun of her for it. It's great.
Oh.
I mean,
You never know, given how this world can be sometimes. Maybe those frogs just fucked a bunch of lizards at the same time, and therefore they have skills now.
Oh, good lord.
So does this mean that Korric's kid are gonna be like half human, half amphibian hide?
No, Korric's kid's
We'll
going to
never
be
know.
half human, half whatever was on the menu that day. you know, like the whole pun
You like
of
frog
it's going
legs?
around, and that's why we have half elves and that lot. That's going to be Echoes of the Past Season 2. We're all going to be playing Korric's kids, which is just a different half species. Just on the hunt for Korric.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. question is, do we know we're brother and sisters?
No.
Or are we half brother and sisters?
I'd
You would-
assume half, given that.
Yeah, because you all have the same dad.
Well, we're also all halflings. Say that 10 times. Halflings.
Fuffling.
So
Uh-huh.
am I a quarter halfling now?
So quarterlings.
Quarterling.
Oh my god.
No, but really, I don't know. I was glad to get back to it after last session, where everybody
Yeah.
almost damn near died. Who was the queen that died? My bad.
Oh, Queen
Elizabeth?
II.
Oh.
The same queen that's been around for fucking ever.
It was
You know,
like
that what was that
90s,
one queen you
okay?
guys had?
I'm pretty sure that they gave her the best drugs in the world.
So, what was your favourite part of the session, Chocobo?
Oh, I think one of my favorite is how TDAB was still half asleep through half of it, and then as soon as I said, yeah, you could totally, like, freeze his leg, I was like, yeah, you can go smack his head up with the book, it was like insta-wake, like instant caffeine in his brain.
It's combat. It does that.
And it was just so funny because he was like, yeah, can I do this? Yeah. Yeah! I was like, oh my god.
For real.
Let me
That's
burst some skulls.
I also like the fact that I was finally able to reinforce some of the stuff in Kyrish's book, where it's not just people being possessed left and right, but it's actually people of their own volition
Following this pile of
to follow
evil.
the Dark Lord, and just like being able to have the NPCs be able to interact with each other without like just combat based or like quick answers. Like, you guys aren't just entwined with the story with your backstories, but the NPCs are. As you know, Emora, she briefly told you hers, but Keith is involved, Riku's involved. A lot of the major ones are just as entwined as this as you guys are, and I'm excited to finally be able to give little, like, lore hints about that.
Although that does remind me now that you said it. Just that one moment you brought up towards the end of in the desert, and Keith just slithering along with Emora on the back. For some reason, I can't get the bloody Team Fortress 2 Gary's Mod videos out where they just go, yeah, we can't do the walk cycle, so we're just going to have this thing scoot along on its belly along the floor, just going...
Like a dog with worms coming out of its ass, just dragging its ass across the floor.
Oh my god!
Oh, fuck.
Wormy dog. Call them wormy dogs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we name things like that over here.
But, it's funny because you've traveled with Keith. You've been with Keith for a while now. You've been with Riku for a while now. You've been in Broke for a while. You have no idea what race Keith is, and you have no idea what the people of this town are. You just know them as frogs and a lizard man.
Well, I mean, isn't it racist to ask?
No.
The hell are you, man? I ain't never seen nothing like you.
I mean, it's pretty popular, but...
I just figured because of the amnesia that I wouldn't know, like, anything about him anyway. And
I
got
mean-
memories, so...
You wouldn't necessarily remember, but it never hurts to ask. Because Riku excels more in the swamps than Keith does, but Keith excels more in the desert than Riku will. Because of their racial differences. And I just enjoy playing with you guys. It's fun. It allows me to be nerdy, and then I get upset at myself because then I'm like, I have no one to nerd out with. Like, I can't tell them all the spoilers because it's gonna ruin it for my party.
Yeah,
feel that.
Definitely. That's
So
when you just tap into fucking like D&D Beyond or something and start chatting with folks and just bouncing ideas off people's heads and stuff.
see, I know what Bert's doing. He's trying to get me to do that so that way he can see all the little future spoilers.
No, I would never.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Yeah, you
I
know
would
what? You know what?
never.
Yeah, and you know what? Fred probably encourages this because
Well,
she wants
I don't know.
she wants all the lore.
Of course.
But thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate you doing so. Leave a like down below and tell us what your favorite part of the episode is. We love to hear your feedback. So start giving in comments. We want your feedbacks. It's nice.
My favorite part was timestamp 5.49.
Hell, even that, that even works. Don't forget to scratch that subscribe button and peck the bell so you always know when the next video comes out. We all hope you're having a great one, and Gondra will see you next week.
Bye.
DMobo out.